So I saw this amazing Hasselback potato recipe, and the recipe was from my friend Nick Sharma, who I really admire. I have both his cookbooks, and it reminded me of how much I love baked potatoes and Hasselback potatoes, but I wanted to do my own riff on it. But this part is exactly how Nick says you should do it. So basically you want to get, around the same size of russet potatoes and, or Idaho, but russet. And then you want to cut them, as you can see, like in almost 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch slices, as thin as you can, but don't cut all the way through. So here's a little hack. I've already cut these to save time, but here's a little hack if you are having trouble, because I always go right through too. So you want to put the potato between 2 thick wooden spoons, and then when you cut, your knife stops, so you don't cut all the way to the bottom. Isn't that a nice hack? Now we've got these potatoes, and we're gonna put them in a hot oven at 425 for about an hour or an hour and 15, depending on their size. But first, you wanna douse and slather these with oil. Nick uses olive oil, but I'm gonna use grapeseed oil today. So you just wanna douse it, but also you want to make sure you get in to these little sections, into the different folds without breaking it. A little bit. And you want to do this for all 4 of the potatoes, okay? Be most careful with the ends, because those are the ones that tend to break off. And you want them to look nice. Something will happen if it does, but it just is going to look so pretty. And then, oh damn, look what I did. Oh well, sorry Nick. This is not as pretty. That's okay. They will taste just as delicious. Okay, so this is gonna go into the oven for at least an hour, maybe an hour and 15. And then, in the meantime, we're gonna make a little dressing for it, which I'm really excited about. So I was thinking about just leaving this one off and having the 3 pretty whole intact ones, but I want to bake it off because I don't want to waste the potato, and I know I'm going to want that 4th potato. So that's just life. Luckily, this is not for a magazine. This is just for you guys at home and for us. And I don't think you have to line your baking sheet with tin foil. I just want cleanup to be a little bit easier. Ooh. Look at this. I mean, those are looking so good. They're looking like they need a little bit more oil. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep cooking. And this time, this is not in Nick's recipe. I don't know what I'm telling. So we're gonna make a little oil, spiced oil to add. So I'm still using the, that's about 3 tablespoons of, roughly, just eyeball that, it's no big deal, of grapeseed oil, again, because it has a high smoking point and it is also neutral oil. And then I'm going to add a little Urfa chili, which is a very smoky chili. And I'm also going to use some, actually, I love this chili powder from Diaspora Co., but I don't use it that often because it also has salt in it. But I haven't put any salt in those, so this would be good for me to mix with the Urfa, and I want some smokiness. this is a really nice dipping sauce. You can thin it out with a little olive oil and even use it as a dressing. It'd be delicious. I'm going to chop off